So hey, some people on Reddit had asked if I'd do a tutorial on how I draw the here's the storm dudes I've been putting up. I don't really believe in tutorial wise, I can't tell you like how to draw this stuff, but maybe I can just show you like how I do it. And so I don't even know if you can like see that. If you can see the pencil marks at all. But basically I'm going to be drawing Zeratul, the Protoss. And here early on I'm just going to be kind of like just blocking in shapes. So he has this elongated head. And if you hear weird squeaks and stuff in the background, that's my cat going crazy because I'm not paying attention to her. And of course I've got like a really great cough too while I'm doing this video, so that should be fun too. And so usually I start off with the chest, blocking out the chest, and then like add the head, and that's nothing more than to kind of get a sense of how big this guy's going to be on paper. I've drawn all the guys in the past all kind of like facing to the left, and so I'm going to keep that up with this one. So Zeratul, I'm going to have his like blade arm kind of coming out in front of him, and he's just got like a bunch of dangly bits and stuff all over him, so we'll try to address those as they come up. Hopefully you can see the penciling stuff. If not, we might have to just like kind of jump into where I kind of basically inking it. But since these are pretty cartoony, I kind of simplify a lot of the shapes anyway. Like this bakery croissant shoulder pad stuff that he's got going on. I was tempted to put some music on or something in the background, but it seems like that most of the YouTubes and Vimeo and all that, or Vimeo, they dislike when you use music that isn't licensed. So maybe it's time for you to put on some music of your own, and then I'll just Bob Ross this stuff in the meantime. Happy little Protoss. Been having lots of fun playing Heroes of the Storm. I used to make video games, and the problem is that when you make games, you never really have time to play a lot of them. And so you're always behind. And so like I've got like a huge stack of games that have not been played over the years. And for example, I have both the previous versions of StarCraft 2, but I haven't played all the way through them. So I don't know a lot of the story stuff and lore. And I haven't played WoW in years. So a lot of these characters, like I figured that Rhaegar, the shaman, had shown up. I didn't know that he was just a toy. I figured that he would have been actually in the game at this point. Someone on Reddit had mentioned that Zeratul was only something that was like in books and stuff, but I guess they've like retrofit him too. I'm gonna drink your blood, cat. What's your problem? The funniest thing about Zeratul is I really like playing him in Heroes of the Storm, but I really don't like his design. I mean, if we're going to go with like a cool looking Protoss, the Tassadar and Artanis' armor is like way cooler than Tarzan here. And I didn't want to. I wanted to at least draw everybody in their normal outfits before I started getting into all the skins and all that stuff. I love Tassadar's mecha skin, but it's like still $15 or something like that. I'm fairly new to Heroes of the Storm. I didn't see those when they first came in. I've only been playing for a couple months. Well, crap. Of course, I'm all the way to this point, and I'm already hating the pose. But hopefully, you guys can see. Hopefully, it's dark enough. To see the basic pencils. Sometimes, depending on how complex a piece is, I'll jump in and start inking stuff early because I'm a left-hander and my hand kind of drags across the page. So I don't want it to smudge some stuff. So if I want to just kind of jump, I'll just jump in early. drawing his ponytail cut thing. Usually when I play Zeratul, I got the the bundle I got him in had the Ronin gear, and I dig that. But we're just gonna draw plain old vanilla Zeratul tonight. Once it's pretty smudgy as it is. And then I'll go in with a Secura Micron pen and start inking in. Basic shapes. Of his bony ass head. Sorry for the long silences. That's where you've got to play music of your own. I'm not going to sing. Or who knows, I might scrap this because I'm not liking it already. There's some dudes like Thrall and Artanis that came really easy. Because, like, Thrall always cracks me up. And then, Artanis, like, he has that one move where he, like, flies forward and then zips back. I kind of thought that, like, where he's got his arms behind him with the blades out, it was always, like, a cool visual, so. But old Zeratul just kind of hangs out in his loincloth and is invisible a good portion of the time. Multiple loincloths. He's got his chin loincloth. He's got like a groin loincloth. And it probably has to do with the lore, but I thought it was like kind of cool that all of his stuff is green, where the other dudes, I guess this like dark prelate or whatever it is that he is, that I know they just want to make him like the Snake Eyes or the Ninja or whatever, but like all of his armor stuff has like green crap instead of blue. But I think he becomes like an Archon as well, with one of the dudes. I mean, either as a Tassadar or Artanis. Got to play Cho'Gall the other day with a Twitter buddy of mine, Walt, who I normally played the AI. So when I was Cho, I was running right into battle where Walt was fussing at me immediately to get out of there and back up, and what am I doing? But Cho's pretty hardy. He didn't die. Well, I died twice on that board, but playing Gaul was a lot more fun. And just kind of being the backseat gunner. No, I do not like that hand. I gotta do something better with it. That's a little bit better. Nice and knuckly. I'm really glad the cat didn't start in on me. Usually when she starts whining like that, she won't be happy until I go get the laser after her or something. She always tends to know exactly when I'm in the middle of something. Here we'll draw his energy blade. Finish off his chin scarf. I guess his little harness has little greeblies on it every once in a while. Draw an ab, an alien ab. Of course, I could probably edit out all these coughs and everything had I known like what I was doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'll do better ones. I'm doing this. I have an HD flip that I got in the mail and then upgraded my phone the same week I got the flip, and the phone takes better footage than the flip does, and so I have barely used this high def awesome flip, and is now years old. But I thought that I'll just put it on this little tripod and try this out tonight. I think most people use, like, fancy SLRs and all sorts of fancy schmancy stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot that Zeratul also has, like, I'm not just making this up. I've got like a picture of Zeratul, like literally like up on the screen in front of me. So like I'm not, yeah, I don't know these characters that well. Yeah, usually like I'll go like hunting for reference before and have like a good page of it up. One really awesome thing is when you get here's the storm like going on the character pick screen, you can kind of like go all the way around and see angles that, like, pictures that you'd find on the internet for reference like wouldn't necessarily have. Like if his like if Zeratul's like kind of cut off tentacle braids, like got a really good look at those earlier and remembered them. Hopefully you guys can see this. On one hand, I don't want to rush, but at the other, I don't want this also to be like a 2 hour, 4 hour. Because normally, like, I'll just kind of like sit and piddle while I'm like watching TV on the computer. And like it'll take me like an hour just to usually like knock out one, because I'm watching Arrow at the same time. And so, especially for these guys, I don't want it necessarily to be exactly how they're seen, but like a good caricature of it. So I won't go into every single bit of groove in the armor. But at the same time, you want to get the interesting bits in there. And another weird thing is that you really don't get to see, like, I don't know, like what you call the kind of dog leg. The dog leg setup that the Protoss have. I kind of draw their thighs, and then like the kind of weird where the ankle would be is kind of hidden behind. And so simplifying out some of the leggings. And then the toeses. See, even with the planning on the chest, I ran dangerously close to the edge of the paper. Which after it's scanned, it doesn't matter, but I kind of did that so that I would not run out of paper, and I kind of almost did.